All right, perfect. All right, ladies. Oh my goodness, I keep doing it. Ah! Shale, I just realized you were. I was trying. Michelle, I was trying to figure out who you were now right now. All right, y'all. I couldn't try to figure out. I don't know how I kept losing you all. Michelle, I just realized who you were. I was thinking like, who's Michelle? And I just realized who you were. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, ladies. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna do some intros so that we feel comfortable with everyone. So I'm going to unmute. You know what I'll do? I will. Okay. So I'm going to just unmute you. So I'll tell you to say your name. Hey, Darcy.
Oh, hey.
Hey, y'all loosen up. Y'all look tight and tense. We got 7 days to be together. Y'all tight, tense, just woosah. How are you? Hey, just woosah, right? Celestine, we got to be friends for 7 days. If y'all don't like each other after this, y'all have to like each other after this. But we got 7 days to be together. Some people that you're going to meet, some people went to a play and they weren't able to get on because it didn't end. So they're going to get the replay, and some other people, they are in and out, right? So we have some people calling in from the phone. Charlotte and Lindria, if you will put your cameras on, that'll be great. And Wanda, I would appreciate that. And so it's going to be really, really important to have your cameras on as we do confidence, right? So we can see you. We can tell if you're shy, trying to back out. Y'all act like y'all be in like the snow, the wilderness, and all these excuses. So we're going to eliminate excuses for the next 7 days. Hey, Teresa, welcome, welcome, welcome. If we can turn your camera on, Teresa, that'll be great. Awesome, awesome. Look at y'all. Okay, y'all look a little relaxed. Who's nervous and stressed out? Hey, Zori. Look at you, Wanda. You go. Awesome. All right, so for those that don't know me, I don't know some of you all, but I haven't had an opportunity to meet Michelle, and I know Celestine. She is in my discipleship program, and it's awesome to have her on. Another young lady who is in the discipleship program, she is at the place, Celestine, so she won't be on until tomorrow, so she's going to do the replay. Hey, Charlotte, welcome. Awesome. Hey, Shanae, that's right, I was looking for you. And so I want to first introduce myself to those of you that don't know exactly who I am. My name is Carla Watson, and I live in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And I work with a lot of the ladies on the line. Really excited to have you all here. And also some of the ladies I've met at different events, right? So some of the ladies that I met at different events decided to lock arms with us, and it was a contest that we had. And some of the ladies had an opportunity to work with me for the next 7 days as it relates to confidence, right? Listen, confidence is my favorite thing. So why do you all think confidence is important? Who can tell me why confidence is important? Why is confidence important?
Oh, sorry.
Ooh, well, you already know we just got started. Get yourself together. You better get yourself together. Okay, you better get yourself together, Natasha. All right, so why is confidence so important? Who can tell me why confidence is so important?
It moves you through.
It moves you through. So what does it move you through? What?
It moves you through your fears.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? It moves you through your fears. It moves you through your stuff. Mm-hmm. It allows you to maximize anything that you're working on. Mm-hmm. It maximizes the opportunity to take risk in the areas that you know that you may be fearful about.
Yeah. Listen, I tell you, when you get this, ladies, this could be the best 7 days of your life. I remember I took a confidence course. It was 7 days. And you're not going to get it. So you're not going to go after your 6.5 day, buy new clothes. You'll be like, I'm confident. Boom. What you say? Like, you're not going to be ready for that. But if you practice the principles, right? If you practice the principles, you're going to get to a place. And we're going to talk about the things that we're, over the next 7 days that will put you in a different posture. Because all it is posture. I remember that I wasn't as confident as I am today. Now, let me tell you something. There's a very thin line between confidence and arrogance, right? It's thin. There's a thin line because people used to tell me that I was more arrogant than I was. Well, my coach told me, and then I told my other friends, and they all agreed. They would tell me that I was more arrogant than confident, right? I'm thinking like I'm more arrogant. Like I'm working hard to be so confident, and I had overdone it. So I don't want you all to get off of this 7 day course and just be out of control. right? There is a difference. It's a thin line. We're going to talk about that and make sure that you all know the difference of arrogance and confidence. But confidence, ladies, will take you anywhere in the world, right? So what I want you all to do, I'm going to call your name, and so hopefully you have your homework assignment. No one said that they didn't get it. So I'm going to call your name whether your camera is on or not, so just be prepared. And we're going to be talking a lot throughout the 7 days, and so just get excited about that. Hey, Kiara, welcome. So I will unmute you, and then I want you to tell me your name, where you're from, and I want you to tell me if you had confidence. What was the question? Who can tell me the question for the homework assignment? What was the question?
What would you do if you had more confidence?
What would you do if you had more confidence? So everybody's going to talk, right? So what would you do if you had more confidence? All right? So I'm going to, so you can tell everybody, because we don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe 30 seconds or 60 seconds about you so that we know who we're with for the next 7 days, right? So tell us your name, where you're calling from, what you do, and what you would do if you had more confidence. Let's say, listen, you are at the highest level of confidence. What would you do? All right, so the first person I'll call on is Spee. Okay, Lucy. Yeah, she like, hold on, unmute. I think me and you are trying to do it together. Okay, got it. Perfect.
As I also said, I know she's probably gonna call me first, and I would hope that she doesn't.
Right.
So my name is Xavier Holmes. I'm originally from Louisiana, but I live in Washington, D.C. I currently work as one of the support leadership team for one of the school districts in the area. And for me, if I had more confidence, what would I do? I would actually, so what I wrote down was that I would fearlessly pursue the things that I know that I'm supposed to do without question or approval from others.
All right, so what are some things that you're supposed to do and you're not doing it?
There's, as far as different initiatives and things of that nature, that actually benefit other people.
Okay, give me some examples.
Say it again.
Give me an example.
So, an example is there is a idea for a mentorship and group for young ladies, okay. For younger kids and those who are middle school age teens, okay. Who struggle with their weight. Okay. And so, but tying in the arts and academics and confidence and all of that from an earlier age. And so that was an initiative that I actually started 7 years ago.
All right.
And I stopped out of fear.
Okay.
And so I just quit.
All right, perfect. That's what happens, right? Lack of confidence. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. So thank you for joining. It's a pleasure meeting you. I look forward to working with you. This is our first opportunity working together. Look forward to that. So let me just give you a disclaimer before we start. I forgot to do it at the beginning. So this right here, this is our group. It's about 30 of us, about 28 leads, right? Some of them you'll meet, some of them will be on the replay. But within this group, we have a private Facebook group, right? So nothing outside of this class is to be shared with any other of your friends. You can't talk about what happens because people are really going to be vulnerable. We want you to so that you can maximize this opportunity with the 7-day course. And so if we find out that you're violating that rule, you will be dismissed from this session. And because we really can't have that, what I want to do and what I've done is I want to provide a safe place for women. And we don't really have a safe place because we're competing, we're comparing, and we're all over the place trying to see who's going to get more, who's going to make the first million. And I'll give you guys a couple stories in a second about some things I have witnessed and why we should have so much gratitude. But thank you again, and I welcome you here. So the next one is Roxanne. Roxanne, you're up.
Hi, my name is Roxanne. I'm from Jersey, and I am a talent acquisition specialist, which is a recruiter for a healthcare system here. If I had more confidence, I would speak up more. I wouldn't care about people's opinion of me. I would love me more. I wouldn't be afraid to try to love again. And I would believe in me more.
Awesome. That's huge. All right. Perfect. So seems perfect, Roxanne. Thanks for joining from New Jersey. All right, Lolita, you are up.
All right. My name is Lolita Jacinto. I'm a registered nurse by profession. I deliver babies. Let's see. I am also a business owner, and if I had the confidence, I would truly build a platform to wake people up about their health and help them make decisions that your health is your best investment.
Awesome. Awesome. So welcome. It's a pleasure. Glad to see you. So y'all, she's going to be in and out with us for these 7 days because she may be delivering babies. So if we see her gone, she will be excused, right? Because we can't do that. So welcome. Thank you. All right, L Boogie from New York City. Oh, okay. Okay, perfect.
Hi everyone. My name is Elle Boogie. I'm a single mom from Brooklyn, New York. I also work for the city of New York. I work for the Housing Authority. I'm also an entrepreneur. And what would I do if I had more confidence? I'll probably be doing more speaking engagements. I wouldn't to actually talk. I wouldn't stand in the background. I would be more to the foreground. I wouldn't use it as a crutch to not be able to go forward to do what I want to do.
Awesome. Welcome. And you've done amazing. I saw your video. It was awesome. I tell you, listen, you are living it up. So I'm so super excited about what you're doing and what you are about to do. All right. So thank you for that. All right, Michelle, you are up. Welcome, Michelle. I hadn't had an opportunity to meet you. And I think I'm unmuting you. Okay, perfect. Got it. All right, Michelle.
Hi, my name is Michelle Owen-Stith. I live in Largo, Maryland. I work for NIH. And I need more confidence to speak more in a large group. I'm also with DDS.
Oh, you're with DDS. Oh,
Yes.
Michelle. Hey, Celestine. She's with DDS. Who's Celestine? Oh, so Celestine is your DDS sister too.
Hey, Celestine.
Yeah, so hey, Celestine. Awesome. Okay. I'm
And
sorry.
also to believe in myself.
Okay, perfect. Well, welcome. So we're going to work on that alongside of DDS. You're going to be freaking amazing. All right. So welcome. All right. So Celestine, you are up.
Hello. Can y'all see me?
Yeah, you can speak up a little bit.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. My name is Celestine Mitchell. I currently am a budget analyst for the government in the DC area. I live in Maryland. I don't know. I wrote a whole lot of things on my confidence
You can
list.
say everything you wrote.
I don't know. It's a lot on here. But I said a couple of them are to talk to people more often, socialize, go more places alone. I said cut my hair because I'm really self-conscious about my hair, but I really want to cut it short. But I don't really want to do the maintenance. So that's just something I know I don't have the confidence to really go that short yet. I said quit my job, start all over. There's a lot of different things on here. But those are just some of the things: walking in authority, speaking with authority, and just being more bold and brave and less fearful, more confident in myself.
Awesome. And so why are you fearful to cut your hair? What's your hesitation to maintenance?
Maintenance, one, and then just I've never cut it like how yours is short. I've never cut it even that short. Like to my shoulders is probably the shortest I've gone, but like really, really short, I don't know what I would look like with it. I know it would be cute. I don't know what to keep it. But I don't know. I like my hair too much to like cut it so short because I'm going to miss my little ponytail. So I don't know.
I can feel you. Change is always great. All right. So it's a new year rising. So perfect. Well, welcome, Celestine. I'm glad to have you. Get to work with Celestine on Monday. She is in my DDS class. So I love her to death, and I'm glad that she's on. And we're going to make some magic happen with her. I promise myself that. So welcome. All right. So the next person we have is Serena. Hey, Serena. Okay, me and you doing it at the same time. Okay, Serena.
All right. Yes, I'm Serena. I'm from Upper Marlboro.
Me too. I live in Upper Marlboro. Okay.
I'm currently a graphic designer for Parks and Recreation, and also a student at Bowie State.
Okay.
And I just need more confidence when speaking with people and pursuing my dreams.
Awesome.
So that's all. I'm nervous.
It's okay. But tell her it's okay that she's nervous. How many other people nervous and they're okay nervous? Well, they like, I wish this was the last day of this freaking class. Because they know we're going to have some assignments that they have to do, and they're definitely not going to do it. So Michelle raised her hand, and Michelle said, hold on, Michelle. I don't have my assistant here. El Boogie, can you tell me what Michelle said? This is Sophie. Oh, you can't see. Oh, Michelle, you sent me a message only?
No, I was raising my hand because you said I I forgot now.
How many people were
You
nervous?
had said something, and I was answering what you were saying.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. All right, so thank you. All right, Sabrina, you're gonna be cool. You got these friends. These are all your confident sisters. And so after the 7 days, you all can connect and just communicate and see how you're doing. And so we definitely look forward to all of your confidence that you're gonna have in the days to come. All right, welcome. Awesome. Hey, Katrina, how are you?
Hey, Carla.
Oh, yes. Do you have like speaker or you want speaker? Because you got like background.
Yeah, my
You always gotta have a high end, and it's all clashing. It's all clashing together.
Can you hear me?
There's a whole lot of background going on there.
It's my cell phone.
Oh, okay, yeah, her cell phone. So just write your comments and write it down in the the note section. Okay. So that's Katrina, and she is from DC. She's originally from Florida. I'm trying to tell her story, right? Katrina, you're from Florida, and her background is what do you do?
Cyber investigations.
So she does something with cyber, but we heard that. You do something with cyber, and we're excited to have her, right? So welcome, Katrina. You can just tell us about yourself in the comments section. All right, Zora.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Zori Foreman. I'm from Bowie, Maryland, but I currently live in New York City, specifically in Brooklyn. I am a professional dancer and singer, and I have dreams of being on Broadway one day. And let's see, I wrote down, if I had more confidence, I would rule my world. I would be the woman that everyone wants to be. I would hold my head high every day and not let anybody get me down. I wouldn't hold back from anything in life. I would choose to do everything my heart desires. I'm a person who says yes to a lot of people and a lot of things that are not worth my time. If I had more confidence, I would say no to more things and not feel bad about it at all. I wouldn't fear letting people down by saying no to things that don't necessarily help me in life. I wouldn't be afraid of what people think of me. I would take more action in life and not let the fear of failure hold me back from anything. I would live up to my destiny and all God has planned for me.
Awesome. Let me just tell you all something about Zori. And Zori, I'm not going to go into details if you hear me go that direction. So Zori, I've known Zori since she was a little girl, and my daughter dances with her daughter, and my mom. Me and her mom are really cool. And it's so funny. I have another mastermind course, and her mom signed her up for the course. Like she said, she lives in New York City, right? And she, has done some amazing things. But one thing about Zori, one thing about Zori is that she's very intentional. So I say that to say, like, homework detailed. Like, if you want to be great, right, you have to be prepared. You have to make sure that you are doing your absolute best. It's 7 days. If homework is, you have a homework assignment, it is going to be it will be to your advantage to do it, right? Because it's not going to help me because I'm not grading the papers. But when you are intentional, I remember talking to Zori, and we talked about just where she wanted to go in life and how did she get there. And everything that I told her that she should do, she began to do it. She began to speak it, right? Savings account. Things has happened that finances, listen, it ain't going to be that big of a deal, y'all. But I said, listen, if you want to live there, you got to begin to visualize it. You got to go there and see it. You got to talk to people that are already there. Because she didn't know how to do it. So some of y'all don't know how to do it. But if you follow the principles, I promise you, it's simple, simple, simple stuff. We all have it here on this line. You all don't need anything, me to tell you all anything different. You just need a level of accountability. And you just need some homegirls around you to push you out, right? Because if nobody's watching, we're going to do what we've always done. And so Zori has put herself in a place that she's very intentional. And so when you're intentional about the process, then the promises, they come along. So Zori, can you can elaborate a little bit about just like some things that you've manifested, and you can, that what has happened, just a little bit, just to share with them, and then we're going to go on to the next test. But I love it though, because I know how intentional you are.
Yeah, well, I remember we talked about, like, I guess I'll talk about how I always knew I wanted to have a lead role in performing, and in the audition process, it's really, really grueling. Like, I have to wake up and get in line with like 200 to 300 girls at 6 a.m. in hopes that I'll be able to dance or sing for these people. And sometimes I get turned away. So I always kind of had sight in my mind, and I've always envisioned myself on Broadway since I was literally 3 years old. So I kind of just like kept that in mind. And after going like and being in Women That Win and like learning that you really have to envision these things, you know, I kept my head going. I kept going to these auditions, and I was able to book my first lead role last summer, singing and dancing. After only having 2 years of singing experience, I booked a lead role singing and dancing, which was kind of like a big thing.
It was a big thing.
Yeah. So, and then like, if I say a little bit more about like my finances, I was so stressed out about my finances because I've always been a very independent person. I don't want to have to lean on my parents to support me or anything like that. And I remember talking to Carla, I was like, how do I become financially stable? Like, how do I like figure this out? And she's just like, just envision yourself there and just do it. You can have everything your heart desires. And that's one thing that really stuck with me. So after doing that, I got offered a new job, which like completely increased my income. So I'm, you know, happy to say that I'm able to like pay for things and I'm not stressed about it.
So it's a big deal. It's something that we say, and it's some things that you all may have heard, but you got to really be intentional because we all started the same way. And I'll tell you all my story when we get through introductions, but just remember that. Like, you can have the desires of your heart if you just ask for them. And that's what we don't do. Is that simple. Like, what do? You know, how did you get there? You know, where do I start? And it's a process, but you can all get there. So thank you, Zori, for sharing that. All right, Wanda, you're up. You're unmuted.
Hi.
Hey, you're unmuted.
Oh, okay. Hi.
I'm
Wanda fan. I'm from the Maryland area. I'm an entrepreneur, and if I had more confidence, I would be able to believe in that I could do whatever I believe in myself to do, that I could do. I mean, I believe in that I could do things, but I need more confidence to make things happen. And I want to be more comfortable speaking in front of a large group or speaking to strangers.
Nice. Yep. And it'll really take your business to another level. Absolutely, with those two things, right? Welcome. Thank you. All right, Jillian, you're up. Hey, Jillian.
Hi. Can you guys hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hi, ladies. I am originally from Florida, living in Philadelphia, soon to be Georgia here in the next few weeks. I am a logistician with the federal government and an entrepreneur as well. Some of the things that I wrote down, if I had more confidence, I would speak my mind more, mainly like saying no to people. Some of the other ladies have said, not suppressing my thoughts. As El Boogie said, I've always been the one to be in the background, to shy away from speaking in public and saying things for fear that people would view me as not knowing what I'm talking about. Just insecurity on my part, thinking that they would think that. And that goes along with not being afraid of what others think of me regarding my dreams and aspirations, and just not letting people deter me, and just being me, whoever that person is, just have the confidence just to be me.
Nice. That's awesome. Listen, the key is this: find your own lane and stay there, and just stay right there, right?
Absolutely.
So thank you for joining, Jillian. Glad you're taking the course. Hey, Charlotte, you're up.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Hi. I'm Charlotte. I'm originally from Hampton. I'm a project manager, and if I had more confidence, I would say step out of my comfort zone, and meaning by stepping out doing things that I actually want to do instead of worrying about what other people might think, and learning to say no.
And learn to say no. That's a common thing. Oh, wow. Great. Thanks for sharing. Awesome. Welcome. She's from Hampton. Ladies, I'm from Hampton too. So we're like the Hamptons with the high schools together and both now live in Maryland. Isn't that small? It's crazy. It's a small world. We both live in Maryland. All right. Welcome. All right. Pam, out of New York.
Can you guys hear my phone keep moving?
Hey, Pam. What's up, y'all? She got a real sexy voice. What's up?
Oh, gosh. No, I don't. Hi, guys. I'm Pam. I'm from New York. I'm a billing coordinator for an advertising company, and I'm also an entrepreneur. Confidence will help me with self-doubt. It also will help me come out of my shell. I feel like I'm always playing the background, like most of you women, have said already. And I think by that, like, I can definitely live up to my potential.
Nice. So welcome.
Thank you.
And when y'all go to New York, look her up because they know the best spots, the best food.
I'm a foodie.
Awesome. All right, Nadasi, welcome.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I got you. Yep, you good.
Okay. It's kind of cool. All right. So I'm Nadasi, and I'm a native New Yorker, but I live here in Oak Creek, up in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And when I looked at this question, what would you do if you had more confidence? A lot of stuff came to my mind, Carla, for real. Mm-hmm. But the first thing I wrote was to operate fiercely, operate from a I don't give a fuck attitude, from a positive.
All 18, y'all got that? She said, y'all better step back somebody, huh? They're like, whoa, Sunday.
Sometimes I will use that word because it's intentional, but from a positive perspective.
Did you say that word was original?
No. Oh.
I said, no, wait a minute. Are we making up stuff? Go ahead.
No. I said I operate from a I don't give a fuck attitude, from a positive perspective that propels me forward with grace. So in other words, being intentional about everything that I do. And I wrote, buy a ticket and get on a train. Yeah. And in other words, stop letting the train go by.
Yeah.
Get on the train. And just let's get this thing going. And I chose to be present in this course because a huge part of my life, like maybe about 5 years, got lost. And in that process of being lost, that's where I lost a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to this process and hanging out with everybody.
Yes.
It's a lot of. Yep. So thank you.
All right. So thank you. I look forward to working with you. But she has an amazing story, ladies, and she may share with you all. All right. So next up is Kiera. Kiera, I know you try to lower your hand, but you're up. Hey, Kiera. Kira.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how you pronounce your name? Because I've been saying it wrong for 3 years.
It's Kira.
Kira, okay.
Yes. Hi, ladies. My name is Kira. I'm a mom of 3. I have a son in college. I'm a wife as well. And I just think confidence, if I had more confidence, it would definitely help me just to pursue more of my dreams, not have a lot of fear, to go back to school, to have confidence to do that. Sometimes, you think you haven't, for me, I haven't took tests and those kind of things in a while. So just not having confidence in myself to be able to complete the test or, pass the test, the fear holds me back. So it paralyzes me, and I don't think I can get to the next level without having confidence in myself to do those things.
Right, exactly. So I appreciate you for joining us. Welcome. All right. Next one, Kelly. Hey, Kelly from New York.
Hey, ladies. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, ladies. My name is Kelly. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I teach middle school. I teach dance, and I teach sign language. Definitely confidence can help me take the lead. I struggle a lot with my appearance because I am very cautious of my skin. I have bad skin, so I hide behind big hair. So I definitely want to get over that. And
I didn't know that's why you wore big hair.
Yeah. I wear big hair to cover my cheeks because of my bad skin.
I never even noticed your bad skin, so the big hair, I've seen you 100 times. All right.
Yeah, so that's definitely one of the things I want to get over. I want to mentor young girls more, so confidence is definitely going to help in that lead as well.
Awesome. Welcome. Thank you. All right. So we're going to Andrea. Andrea, she doesn't have her camera on, but Andrea, she always has a show. She cracks me up every time. And then she's going to send me a text message and tell me what happened. So we'll give Andrea a second to come back. All right, Shanae, you're up from Atlanta.
Okay, so you unmuted me. All right, so my camera is off because I'm actually under the weather, so you know how we look. But anyway.
Wow, y'all how she look. Y'all try to get y'all try to get y'all own.
Okay. I got my hat on.
That's one way to show up. Y'all gotta show up in 7 days. You gotta do it. We gotta push through it. All right.
Yeah. And so I put down if I had more confidence, I would not have put off a lot of the dreams and the goals that I wanted to accomplish. And a lot of the times, I would do a lot of stuff in the background because I felt like, if I wasn't seen, then a lot of the pressure wouldn't be on me. So I guess running away from the pressure of everything, and having just more confidence, because growing up, you were always told, and you always had different people say stuff to you about your hair, your skin. You think you're better than everybody. And growing up being taught, you don't walk around thinking you're better than anybody. And that's what confidence, quote unquote, was kind of like taught to us. So confidence wasn't necessarily taught as a good thing. Right. So getting out of that and understanding how to be more confident so that I can display that for my daughter, so that she won't grow up how I did and not wanting to pursue different things in life. So just being a role model for my daughter, going after more dreams and goals that I want to do now, and also just being able to just stand up and say no when I want to say no, not worry about hurting people's feelings, and just being able to, because that's real big in my family, like you don't hurt feelings in my family and stuff. And so just realizing like, hey, I don't care, and it is what it is. So yeah.
Nice. Yes. Awesome. So thank you. You look cute, by the way. All right. She's going to hide and we can see how you looked, right? You know what I'm saying, y'all? Now, Andrea did exactly what I said, ladies. So we're going to give her an opportunity. She texts me all these smiley faces because she does it every time she's in any one of my courses. Andrea Watson. She just came back from, I think she went, now I know that Erykah Badu was local, but she fancy. So she flew out to Chicago. So that's just how we do it, I guess, here in the DMV. So Andrea, okay. Oh, okay. So you can't talk then. Okay, so I'm not sure that she's going to be able to talk. Okay, so let's meet her for now. Okay, so you all will meet Andrea. So that's Andrea. She's out of Maryland, and she has a job in DC. I think she works in DC or Virginia, but she's an amazing young lady that you all will have an opportunity to meet. And then you'll have an opportunity to meet about 5 other ladies. And so we will have their introductions on the next call on tomorrow. Some ladies, she said I need her. Okay. Okay, you're up, Andrea. Okay, you're unmuted. Okay, we can't hear you. Okay, we'll hear from her. Okay, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Hi, ladies. I'm from Maryland. I'm Andrea. Sorry, some of you all know me. Some of you all, I think I knew.
We can't hear you, Andrea. You sound like you want to leave the covers. I mean, what you doing over there? Because we can't see you. And you sound like you want to leave the covers. Huh?
But can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, ladies. I'm Andrea. I'm a government employee at the moment. I'm using them to fund my own dream at the moment. And I'm a birth mother of 1, stepmother of 2, so I usually say 3. I'm married, a daughter, family girl, and I'm not fancy like Miss Carla said. I missed the concert when it came here, and I don't let Erykah Badu go by without me seeing her. So I went to Chicago to see her because I'm a fan.
How was the concert?
Oh, it was excellent.
Oh, awesome.
It was excellent. Okay. Seriously, we didn't want it to end. They cut the lights on and cut the mics off because she just kept going. And they wanted her to stop, and she was like, well, I don't want to stop.
Erykah Badu, she has found her lane. Don't you all agree? And she is, when I tell you, she would take her clothes off and act like they on, like you just never know what Erykah Badu would do. And she just owns it. And so I definitely appreciate that. So thank you, Andrea, for joining. I'll meet you back. All right, perfect. All right, ladies. So you all have met all of the ladies, except with the exception of 4 people. And Sinead is a former educator. She put in the notes, and I guess you all can see the notes, that she's a former educator. And her husband, and she and her husband have a network marketing, direct sale, well, an affiliate program that a lot of us are a part of. And so Sinead from Atlanta, she forgot to mention that she was a former educator. So the great news about it is you have so many different walks of life. We have another young lady out of Miami, Florida. She'll be joining us soon. She's doing another conference call. And she too is a graphic designer, sort of. She does websites with a host of other things. She's an entrepreneur as well. So listen to the people that are on this call, that's taking this course, and you all can network with them, right? Your network is your net worth. And so you want to begin to network with them. And so again, so I'll tell you all about my experience. When I was, Michelle, you're a makeup artist? So Michelle is a makeup artist. And Michelle, we have another makeup artist that'll be joining us tomorrow.
That's my best friend.
Oh, she's your best friend?
Yes.
Oh, Keisha's your best friend. Oh, so Keisha told you about it. Oh,
yes.
Okay, awesome. So Keisha is your best friend. Celestine, Keisha is her best friend. And so Keisha also, lady, she's not on here tonight, but she will be here on tomorrow, and she is a makeup artist. And so, yeah, Michelle, you got to tell us that you're a makeup artist. And so if you all didn't, tell people what you did, I know Nadasi, she is an interior designer. She didn't say that. A couple of you all didn't say what you did, and that's something that you want to get in the habit of, but you'll have an opportunity because we have an exercise that you will do more than that. So get ready for that, right? You're going to be talking, you're going to be communicating over these next 7 days. You may not even like me after this, but at least you took the course, and you're going to have, I'm going to put you all on track to really having confidence. And I'll tell you, I remember, ladies, that I didn't have like a level of confidence. I'm telling you, like, I had no confidence. And I remember that I was with Coca-Cola. So my background is that I was in Coca-Cola, and I was there almost 19 years. I was a director of marketing there. So I've always done sales as my, in corporate America. And I remember getting laid off, and I was sitting at my home, and I remember we had a meeting, and they said, listen, there's going to be 3,000 people that are going to be affected by this layoff. And I have been through layoffs, like about 10 or 15 of them. I'm telling my girlfriend who's in HR, I just feel sorry for all these people that's going to be laid off because it's December. Like, what are they going to do? And she was like, I don't know, but they'll make a way. And the short version is that I did get laid off. They said, if you don't get a call by 5 o'clock, then you're safe, right? So I got a call about 4:57. And I remember the phone ringing. I just looked down at the phone. I was like, no, I don't know that number, but that's not me. And then they called right back, like 4:58, and said, listen, we are eliminating the entire, mid-Atlantic region. And at that moment, I was, first of all, I should have been at home. I was like at home like this, y'all, answering the phone. That's why they called me. So I was sitting at home, like, I hate the job because I have been there so long. I had so many goals and so many dreams. And I remember my coach, she told me this. She said, Carly, you have everything that it takes. And this is your chance to give yourself a shot. See, so often we wonder, like, why things happen in our lives, and we never know. We feel like, and sometimes we have to, make adjustments, right? We have to maybe move back to a different area, or we have to, downsize, right? To upgrade our lives. And so that is part of the process. But God gives us promises, right? So there's a lot of things that you all want to do. And I just was this person that I would, like, look at this person and say, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Look at her, she's so skinny. Look at her, her clothes fit. Like, if I get a red shirt, am I gonna look like that? I mean, I went through all that. If I get a blue shirt, did I get the wrong color blue? I should have got light blue. And I'm standing next to him, this ain't the, where did she get from? Just going through all these things. And one day, after I took the confidence course, maybe about 3 months, it just hit me. And I said, you know what? I'm going to be my best version of me. That's it. No one else. It's just going to be me. And I began to watch people, and social media has us all over the place. How many people know that Facebook is fake book? Like, it ain't real, right? You can be Jay-Z, Beyonce, Cardi B, You could be, what's the name of the rapper, what's his name? He was in jail, and then they had this big wedding. Had never even heard of the little guy. We had this big wedding. He brought his wife to Range Rover. I mean, the Rolls Royce.
Gucci Mane.
Gucci. I mean, I was like, how do you even look at him? Like, he has all of these tattoos. I mean, it's just everything. But what I admire about that story, and I had the opportunity, I think I was talking to Shanae and Rico at the time, of looking at her wedding, right? And one thing I admire about her is that he left her money however it went down, and he went to jail. And y'all saw what she did with that money? Like, she multiplied that money. Like, look at her now. And some of us are just one shot away, and our confidence is holding us back. I promise you this, and I'm going to give you all some notes, and you all are going to get notes with the replay as well. But I want you all to think about this, because confidence is a starting point. And this is an amazing time to take this class, because it is a starting point. So wherever you want to go in life, you got to know that you can start right now. Like, this is a starting point. You can be broke, you can be fat, you can be skinny, you can have real hair, you can have a bad weave, you can have a bad, because I was with my girlfriend last night. She's not on here, but she would crack up laughing. We were at an event last night, and I was like, so she had, like, you know how everybody wears the wigs now? And so she wears this wig, and I had never really understood why people transition to the wigs, but anyway, it works. So I kept seeing like a headband right here. I said, is it sequence? Is it part of her suit? Or should I tell her that I see, like, I mean, I was thinking, I was scratching, man. I don't have no wig, so I was just scratching. I'm ready to scratch. I'm thinking, like, I should just tell her, right? I should just tell her. I was like, listen, come here. And you're talking to your boss, and he's the CEO, come here. I said, is this not part of your outfit, is it? Because it's like a net right here. I said, is it supposed to be like sequins? And she's like, Carla, no. That is my stocking cap. I said, well, don't wear that no more unless you're going to position it before you leave home or tape it or glue it. Because, you know, you need to put it back there. But she was like, oh, my God. And she was talking to everybody in the room. And so you got to have, like, levels to it, right, of confidence to be able to tell people, listen, you got a band. I don't know if it's with your suit. It ain't a good look. So go and fix it, lift it up, and move it up. Or take it off. I said, because it happened twice. I said, listen, your headband is back. And she was like, I'm just going to the bathroom and take it off. And so the new thing is people are wearing wigs. You just make sure when you wear them, you got to make sure they position, right? You got to shake them. That's what I saw her do. She like lifted it up, and then she shifted it down, and then she did something, and it stayed there, right? And it never messed up. And so that's kind of like a new trend. But make sure that if you see your girlfriend like that, have enough confidence to say, go ahead. Nadasi, I don't know what happened, but it's something that don't even look like it's supposed to belong. Okay, that's it. Like, it's something that it don't look like it's there. So one day, so I just developed this level of confidence. So people would tell me this. I remember doing a presentation at Coca-Cola, and I was awful. I mean, I was dead awful, because the only other time I had done a presentation, I was in the 11th grade, and I took ROTC, and we had to present for 30 minutes. And I said my name, and after I had stood up there for 29 minutes, and I'll never forget, somebody in my class just threw up. He was laughing so hard, Charlotte. It was ROTC at Bethel. I had a 30-minute presentation. And on the 29th minute, I finally was able to say, hi, my name is Carla. And the guy just threw up all over the floor. And of course, I failed, you know, because I didn't pass that. But, you know, my teacher gave me, like, some extra credit to do it, because he said at least I had the courage after 29 minutes. Imagine staying up there for 29 minutes and you ain't saying nothing. 29 minutes, y'all. And so it is possible, but I remember really doing something bad. I was at Coca-Cola, and I called myself, you know, presenting. I mean, sharp, going up to the front of the room, and I was really, really awful. Really awful. And so I remember the VP came up to me. He said, Carla, you have a level of presence, right? And it doesn't matter if you are presenting during work. It doesn't matter if you're presenting during, you know, sometimes you have meetings and they eat throughout your presentation, so you think they're not really paying you attention. He said, the one thing you have to do is raise your level of awareness. You got to increase your confidence level, and you have to make sure that you are prepared. A lot of times we don't feel confident because we're not prepared. Like, we all lost and caught up and confused what we're supposed to do. They're like, what do you do? And we don't even know. Like, I don't know what I'm saying today I do. Am I a makeup artist today? Am I a real estate agent today? Am I an entrepreneur today? I don't even know what I am. And so we got to get that down. That's part of our confidence. We got to be prepared. So if you're an entrepreneur, don't be afraid to say you're an entrepreneur. If you're in network marketing, don't be afraid to say, listen, I'm in direct sales. You know, I'm in relationship marketing, right? So we don't tell people we miss out on the levels of success We take all these classes. I remember Celestine said, listen, I'm tired of taking classes. I was surprised that she signed up for the class because she said, I done took them all. But you got to do what people don't do after the class. There's action. It's action. It's working on your confidence level, because when you get to the level that I am, it's peaceful. You walk up down the street. Now, you want to tell somebody if your lashes is coming off, if they coming off on the corner, like, please tell me that. You want somebody to tell you, but you still walk out every day. And the only person you compete is yourself. Like, that's it. Like, I don't care what this person said about me. It doesn't matter what that person said about me. It has nothing to do with me, and it's not even my business. So every day I attack it with greatness. Every day. So I'm really coming out the box, y'all. In 2018, great things are going to happen. And the only difference is between me and you. You have everything that it takes to be great. Is your level of confidence. It is nothing different. You got to go into the action steps, right? In order to be great, you first have to be grateful. And I'll tell you all the stories that I will go right into the notes. I had the opportunity today to serve. I am a assistant facilitator. You hear some of us talk about DDS, that's divine discipleship for sisters. And at my church, we reached out to an organization today, and we had an opportunity to volunteer. And we were serving, feeding the homeless. So I went there, and we had our T-shirts on. And so I walked in, and I saw all these tables, with clothes, and tables with like socks. And I'm thinking, I thought I was coming to serve like food. And so they said, listen, the people are coming in, the buses have arrived. Get behind the tables, and people can take what they want. And when I say people can take what they want, it was shoes. It was, people had donated. Like, if we give our clothes away, people had like sweatpants. They had like all these different H&M clothes, all this stuff. And all you had to do was get off that bus and get a bag. And this was like their Christmas. See, we complain about where we are, but today I've seen hundreds of parents, dads, single people that they don't have a home. A young lady said, listen, I have 6 kids and I'm homeless, right? And we complain about where we are without action. So today I just watched them come up, and this little boy in particular, he was one of my favorite ones. He came up to me and I said, what size do you wear? Because I'm helping them, like, these jeans are 12, this is what the size. He said, I wear a 7-8. And I'm looking for him, and he was supposed to only get 2 things. I said, just open up your bag. I put a whole bunch of stuff in his bag. Well, he came back to me, and he said, he was just a little boy, about 7 years old. And he said, can I have those Adidas sweatpants? And I looked at the Adidas sweatpants, and I'm like, to myself, I think they're girls. So I had girls on one side and boys on the other side. So then I looked at him, and he really wanted the Adidas sweatpants. I said, come here for a second. I took the sweatpants, and I said, listen, I put them up to his waist. I said, lift your coat up. And I said, listen, if they too short, some combat boots you got on, just wear those. Nobody in school will ever know. And he went to his mom, and he was crying. He said, Mom, I finally got some Adidas pants. Like, he was running to his mom. And he said, Mom, I got them. Because he kept looking over there at my table. Because, like I said, people donate guests and regular clothes and pajamas and stuff like that. And he said, I finally got them. And think about gratitude. See, gratitude allows us to appreciate the moments, right? And so we got to have gratitude every day to live our best life. These people, this was their Christmas. They were saying Merry Christmas to you today. And then we served them with food. And some of the moms like, listen, you better eat this. They're like, Mom, I don't want this. She said, you don't know when you're going to eat again. See, we have an opportunity now, ladies, to start our journey. See, confidence starts it off. And so you are here. So regardless of whether you know what your purpose is, regardless of whether you know what you want to do, that you've been successful, like Dasi said, listen, I've lost years. Like, she had something really tragic that happened. And so she can first recognize that and say, listen, because she's a coach, an interior designer, and say, listen, this may be very helpful. Confidence will take you anywhere in the world. All right, so this is our starting point. So we're going to discuss a couple things. Not all tonight, but throughout the 7 days. We're going to acknowledge ourselves, which we have done some of tonight, and I'm going to give you all some more tips. So we're going to acknowledge yourself. We're going to talk about how to silence your inner critic. How many people know that we're our worst critic? We think everybody else talking about us, but we like, dang, I'm fat. This sweater got beads on it. My hair may be thin in the back. What's she going to say? I wore this black shirt last week, right? Of how to silence your inner critic. How to adopt a confident mindset. We're going to talk about creating empowering affirmations. And that was something that Zori was talking about. Creating a inspiring live vision. And so those are the things that we're going to talk about over the 7 days. Trust me, ladies, if you trust me, confidence will take you to another level. So I want y'all to be so sick with it in 2018. Like, I've seen people that I've worked with, Zori, L Boogie, Kelly, some amazing things have happened. Shanae, she was really humble, but before I met her, she was on Mary Jane. That was my favorite show, right? So she's from Atlanta, Georgia. She said she's always stayed in the background, but she somehow hit the audition and she was on the set. And so she's, she's an actor and she pursues it, I guess, on her spare time. And she, it's just deciding to do it. So she was on Mary Jane, being Mary Jane. When they put the stickers, the affirmations all on the bed, like she was on that show. And so there's a lot of people on the line. Kelly was in a place where she purchased a $43,000 car with her own coins. She didn't have no financing. New York City, I think you had never had a car. Was that your first car? She had never had a car. See, magic happens when you believe. See, it happens when you believe. And it's easier said than done. So when you think about what do I need to do, you got to first write it down. And you got to say, this is what is important to me. And then you got to figure out, like, how am I going to get there? Right? Confidence will take you there. Right? So great leaders are confident in themselves. They're confident in their vision. They're confident in other people. And as a result of that, when people see a confident person, tell me when you all see a confident person, what do you think? So tell me, how do you know a person is confident? Let's start there. One or two people tell me, how do you say, oh, she's confident? Yes. Because if I was on Mary Jane, y'all probably wouldn't even be here. I was like, excuse me, did you say my name? Like, it goes back to the arrogant side, right? So that's why I'm here. I was trying to stay focused, and God knew best I put me on Mary Jane. Because I could have put me on Mary Jane or in a Rolls Royce. I don't know where y'all would be today. But I'm here, and I'm grateful, right? So I have so much gratitude. So what do you all think how do you all recognize a confident person? What does it look like?
For me, their presence, just how they carry themselves. You can kind of tell a confident person, just their energy that they give off, and their presence.
Yeah, perfect. Anyone else? I think that's awesome. Celestine is looking like just straight. Their walk, their talk. Okay, perfect. One more. Their walk, their talk. Yes, it's you can see it. Like, they're just walking like boss. And I don't even know what boss really means. People just say it and they wear a t-shirt, but I really don't even know what a boss means, right? But you can tell. Who else can tell me one more person? Like, how do you recognize someone that's confident so that you say to yourself, you may not say to them, because, we be hating most of our lives, right? We hating on them, right? But you sit down, you're like, she's real confident. Like, like, wow. How do you know?
I would say, like, when you talk to some people and how they're going after their goals and their dreams, and just like their mindset when it comes to different things, because even though a person could be successful, they're going to have like hardships, or they may fall, take a step back. But it's like, okay, I didn't accomplish this, but you know what, I'm going to come back this way, because no matter, if they don't reach a goal, it doesn't break them, and they they're going to go forward anyway.
Listen, that's golden, what she just said. That is golden, what Shanae just said. One thing that you will find, and you wouldn't have known this as an answer, one thing that you will find is that a confident person, they take risk, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But a confident person, this is what I want you all to get. This is going to be like an aha moment, and it should be. You may not get it tonight. But a confident person, regardless of the outcome, they're okay with it. So they can decide, like, listen, Celestine can say, listen, I love my hair, but I know I'm cute. I'm going to get it cut off. And it could look a disaster. And she's like, look in the process. I'm going to wear baseball hats. I'm going to gel it with that brown glue, that brown gel, so I know for sure it'll stay down. But a confident person, regardless of the outcome, it won't stop them. It won't stop them. Have you ever, I was listening to John C. Maxwell, and John C. Maxwell said that a confident person, like, you would just say, okay, I got it. Like, Carl, I need you to do a webinar. I need you to do a Zoom. And I need you to talk about, building blocks. You're like, okay, good. You want me to do it tomorrow? And then you get off the phone and you're freaking out. Like, oh my God, how am I going to do it tomorrow? I don't even know what to do. But a confident person, they just get it done. Regardless of the outcome, they do it. So whether you make a decision to start a business and it fails, a confident person is okay with the result. Yes, good, or they're not going to, their life doesn't end. And that's something that if you get it, then that is going to be golden for you, okay? So if you want to be great, you have to have a few essential areas, right? There has to be a few things that you have to be really good at. How many people want to be successful just in whatever? Entrepreneurship, makeup, acting, you know, delivering babies. Lolita's great at that, but she wants to be great at entrepreneurship, right? Graphic design. I mean, people just want to have a great life, to live life without limits, right? Get their time back, right? Make decisions regardless of what's happening. You know, there's several essentials. But who can tell me the one thing that you really got to have to win? That you got to have to win? I'm talking about Oprah says it. I'm talking about Anthony Robbins. I'm talking about John C. Mack. They all said it. The number one thing that you've got to have is confidence. You got to have confidence if you're going to win. Do you know anybody that's successful that don't have confidence? Have you followed them? Have you all watched them? They could be the worst makeup artist and they get more bookings than the best one. So why do they get more bookings? They can have like the baddest makeup artist in the room, but that makeup artist can have low confidence. So why do you think they get the booking? Who would you rather do the deal with? That was a question. Who would you rather do the deal with? Anytime anybody wants to answer questions, we have questions and then they have answers. So why would you say yes to the person that you may or may not even know if they're good versus the person that you know they're good, but it's like, you know, do you have makeup? I mean, did you just start? Who would you all choose?
I would choose a confident person. It just makes you more comfortable that they know what they're doing. You know?
You like, baby, I should have chose Michelle. Had I known you can't even do brows, you know, but they're like, look, I'm working on it. And you might go back to them to see how they've improved because of their confident level. Great answer here. So if you want to be great, you have to have some key essential areas. So we're going to talk about confidence. Confidence is the core of charisma. I was talking to someone, I think last Monday or before that, and they said, Carla, you have a lot of charisma. But confidence is the core of charisma. So when you hear people say, oh my gosh, she's so charismatic, she's so funny, confidence is the core of charisma. When a person that has charisma, the core of that ability to be free, to enjoy life, just to walk in the room, that person exudes confidence. The core of it is charisma, all right? They have confidence in themselves. So trust me, confidence, ladies, can take you to the next level of your life. Listen to me. If you want to make a marketing plan, if you have a marketing plan, whatever it is, nothing truly sells but confidence. Nothing. You can have the best product. You can have the best pictures. You can have the best flyers, but nothing is going to sell, right? And so if you want to get good at something, if you want to be great at something, you have to start with baby steps. And that's why I'm excited that Celeste team took it. She's like, I don't know what I want to do. But whatever I want to do, I need to get it done. I need to find the time, and I need to be successful. But you got to develop key essential things to do it. And the first thing that you have to develop is confidence, right? So I want to discuss the confidence killers. You all get ready to talk about this. So the first confidence killer, because we're going to kill these, and then we're going to go to our exercises as we move on through the course of the rest of the courses. So the first one is low self-esteem, low self-image. Low self-image. Listen to this. Write this down. Most people say, I don't think I can. How many of you all said, I don't think I can? I don't think I can be successful. I don't think I can live the best life of my dreams. I don't think I can have the best marriage. I don't think I can have the best hairstyle, the best body. I don't think I can. But it rises from a deeper, I don't think I am. So we most keep saying, I don't think I can. Like, I can't do that. I will never be successful at that. I will never be like her. I could never drive that car. I could never start this business. I could never really have a big organization. I could never own my own business. I could never quit my full-time job. But it's deeper than that, because what you're really saying is, I don't think I am. I don't think I'm good enough. Like Kelly, I don't think I can wear small hair because they may see my cheeks, right? I don't think I am. where that person is as far as success. I don't think I am as smart as that other person. I just don't think that I am. And so you use that, right? Because it's fear. And you're like, you know what? I'm just going to play this background. I'm just going to get their water. Now, service to others is amazing, but then you got to come from out front. Like Andrea's going to be coming from out front of the, into the front of the room. But some of you all need to do that. Shanae McDaniel is going to come up front. Because you keep saying, like, I don't think I can. But it's really like, I don't think I am. I don't think I am that. Who could say the truth? Like, I really don't think I'm that girl. Like, I really don't. Oh, I was going to say, y'all all, like, oh, no, this is just the first call. Like, I am that person, right? So some of you all, if you're going to admit, like, I don't think I am good enough to rock with those chicks. I remember when I had friends, and I said, I don't think that I'm at their level. And what you're going to find, the most successful person all the way down, we're all the same. They get nervous. They be stressed out. They lack confidence at one time in their lives because you're going to go through things and it's going to, it's going to go up and down. But as I began to talk to people that made millions of dollars, that made 30, 40, up to 100, up to 250,000 a month, same issues we got. They got that same, you find their hairnet too, because then they fancy, they got different colors, right? And so the same thing will begin to happen. So I want you all to know that. Like, they're no different than you, and get that. Like, you are good enough. You got to just begin to tell yourself, like, you know what, I'm going to try this thing, this confidence thing. I'm just going to try. How many people scared to try, but you're going to try? Whatever the assignments are, you're going to try. Katrina, like, we'll see. We'll see. All right, perfect. All right, so it's low self-esteem. Most people say, I don't think I can. It rises from deeper. I don't think I am. The less confident you have in yourself, the faster you will give up trying to get what you want. How many people have started something and we were pumped for the first 20 minutes? And baby, when we went home, we talked to our girlfriend, we didn't talk to our friend, we talked to our husband, they like, this is a cult, you done tried this before, you wasted money. Like, you back here? Right? So that's low self-image because you're not thinking of, I can. You're still thinking like, I'm not that person. All right, so the fact is, when I see a person that quits quickly, what does that mean? What do you all think a person that quits quickly means? What does that mean? Like, you start something and you quit. What does that mean? Just quit.
Confident.
Yeah, you like confidence.
Well, fear. A fear.
Like confidence, fear, what people want to say about you. You thinking like, if I keep going, and some people are fearful of success. I mean, any of you fearful of being successful? Like, what if this mess work? And then you're doing real quick, like, okay, let me slow down, because now I'm passing my friends. What are they gonna think of me? What if I get way up there?
Or you fail,
Yeah, most of us feel we're gonna fail, right? We feel like we're just gonna bomb this out. And then you're just looking at yourself like Fee, she's saying, listen, I don't know, right? You're fearful of just being successful. That's how I was. I used to be so afraid. As soon as I saw it start to skyrocket, I would slow down. I was like, I gotta take it easy. I ain't know this many people's gonna join. Like, why she say yes? I just call her so she can tell me no, right? And that's something that you have to get over, right? So when I see a person that quits quickly, they have low self-confidence and low self-esteem, and that's why they quit. And so I want you all to decide throughout these 7 days that you're going to start something. If you're already in something, if you're a makeup artist, if you're a blogger, if you're trying to get on Broadway, if you don't even know what you're doing, you're going to start something, whether that's a list of trying to figure out what are you passionate about. And you're going to keep going, and you're not going to stop until you get what you came for. It is going to be a tough road, but it is going to be worth it when you develop a higher level, just a little bit higher level of confidence, which I've seen in some of you all develop. It's going to be so much peace. Just imagine walking out, putting on what you want to put on, whether it's a trend or not, and just rocking out your day. And you deciding my day is going to be amazing. Nobody can tell you that your day isn't. And you walk in like you own it. Wherever you go, like you own it, like you got to know this. So low self-esteem is a confidence killer. So we got to work on that. The next thing is fear. The next thing of another confidence killer is fear. How many people a lot of y'all said fear. That is another confidence killer. Fear of confidence comes from not always being right, but not fearing to be wrong. Because you know, just you hear people that they're like, I got it. You know, in school, I got it. I know the answer is B. They be like, no, it's E. They be like, oh, next question. Hey, I got it. It's C. Right. Boom. I told y'all, I'm there. We in there. We lit. Right. That's a confident person. And then you be like this. If y'all get the right answer, okay, it's B. They're like, no, you don't raise your hand for years. Yeah, you start raising your hand back in 3rd grade because somebody said no. Right. But a confident person comes from not always being right, but not fearing to be wrong. And you guys got to get that. If somebody say, listen, it was a wrong decision, Kelly, for you to buy a car. Her mama could have told me that. Like, whether it was or not, I got the car and over. On to my next goal. If Celestine cuts her hair and she looks crazy, on to the next. Get a weave, get a wig, and grow it back, right? If you say, listen, I am going to try to lose 25 pounds in 60 days and you lose 3, then get over it, right? Get back on the treadmill. Put the whole cakes down, the Subway down, go to bed earlier, get some detox tea. You got to do it. So regardless of what the outcome is, it doesn't matter. The confident person is not always right. They just don't fear being wrong. So you don't know what you can do until you try, right? You don't know what you can do because we box ourselves. You ladies have put yourself in a box if you're not at the level that you want to be because of fear, because of what people will say, because you don't believe in yourself enough. So you don't know what you can do until you try. So you got to just try it because what could happen? It may be the wrong thing, but guess what? What if it's not? What if it's the right thing? Elle Boogie has been put on platforms, and I've met her, and I won't share her story tonight, but I've seen her do some amazing things. Same person. Nothing's changed. Well, something's changed. I'll let her share with you in a second. But I've seen like exceptional. I've seen her do an interview today, and I was just blown away. So it's possible. And she's still the same person that I met. She looks the same. A couple things have changed. So Elle Boogie, you can share with us what's with your transformation?
With the trend, I definitely had to change my circle. That started it. The people I was around, everybody say, you from New York, so you always hardcore, you always mad. But I had to change the people that I was around, and that was the biggest thing that got it going. A lot of the ladies that's on the line now, they're not just my friends, they're my family. So including you, Carla, you guys have definitely been spearheaded in me changing how I am. And from back in 2016 when we had the Women that Win, that there was the ground that got me to going to where I was, because I shared something with the women that most of the women I never knew, and I shared something with them, and that just started building from there. So now to look at from then to now, even I'm proud of myself, even though I still lack some of the confidence. I'm proud of that. I'm no longer there. I'm happy where I'm at now.
Yeah, nice. Yes. And sometimes you have to have some accountability. You have to have a coach. You got to have some different friends, right? And so fear, well, what happens with confidence? It releases the risk. So you're sitting there like, well, why am I here? Because you lack confidence, so confidence releases the risk. So whether you are going to do this job or whether you're going to not do it, whether you're going to take a position, whether you're going to, try to be a multi-millionaire, whether you're going to try to be the best makeup artist in the DMV, whether you're trying to be on Broadway, it doesn't matter. Lindria is going to be one of the baddest photographers in the world. And I'll share her story, but I'll let her tell you all one day because it's hilarious. And so fear holds us back, but confidence releases the risk, right? So when Celestine thinks about what she wants to do and her level of confidence beginning to increase, it doesn't matter if it's not really the right thing. She's going to just try some stuff. And then she's going to be okay with it not working. And so the first thing is low self-esteem. The second thing is fear. And the last thing is other people's opinion of you. How many people are stuck there? Other people's opinion of you. What are they going to think of me? What are they going to think of me? If I don't wear my hair this way, right? If I, get a weave, if I cut my hair, all these things is other people's opinions of you. That will suck confidence out of your body because every day you're worrying about getting up, pleasing people that really don't even care. So who cares what they think? So I want you all, like 2 people, to share with me why, if this pertains to you, why do you let other people's opinion of you, why do you let it matter? Why do you let it bother you?
Carla, for me, I think most of mine comes from family. I realized that sometimes family don't want to see you be successful, so they make you feel bad for being successful or accomplishing certain things. So it's like I let it bother me because I'm like, that's my family. I don't want anybody to feel bad or anybody to feel like I feel like I'm better than them. So I downplay a lot of things just to, I guess,
just be on that average.
Care about somebody else's feelings.
Yeah, I say yeah. So we downplay it, like just so that we can be like them, so they're not uncomfortable. Don't you know that they're the ones that's uncomfortable and they should be? So what you need to practice is this. I want you all to practice this. Is that you got to practice bringing people up, and you can't let people pull you down. Like you got to practice raising their dial, because see, I want to have you all raise your dial higher. I remember Pam didn't really say much, and now I see her on social media. She's doing different things, and she's, you know, raising her level of awareness and her level of belief in herself. Right? She still plays a background, but as her confidence level raises, and so and that is something that you guys can relate to. What Katrina said. Listen, I'm trying to, you know, dumb my dial down because my mama, my cousin, you know, my friends, they gonna think I'm what? I'm better. That was my thing. People used to say, "Or you think you all that?" Like you moved from Hampton, right, Charlotte, to Maryland. Right? Well, why don't you try it? Because y'all still at the same block, eat lemon heads and, you know, baked beans from the corner store that we did when we was like, you know, like 3 and 5 and 8 and 10. And you all are still doing the same thing. And just subconsciously, we shut our dial down because we don't want people to know. Like the doctor said, listen, this is what I do. Like, we got to just own it. That's it. Like, hey, you know, you be looking at your cousin like, well, I don't know how long you're going to be here. And then you be at the family reunion. Here she goes. No, yeah, here she comes. You know, this car, is there a separate place in my car? Like, you got to keep your dial turned up and condition people. People treat you how you let them. You condition people to raise up to your standard, but you don't lower yours. You got to stop lowering your standard. One more. Who else can tell me who has valued the people's, you know, other people's opinion, and how has that made you feel, and why do you value their opinion? Oh, like scratching your head, nose, no one knows. Why do you all value their opinion?
I mean, for me, having a health and wellness business, I thought that I would be able to, you know, recruit several of my nursing colleagues because we actually see, you know, what's going on in healthcare, and I could get no buyers. And so because they didn't believe in me, it did, you know, change me a little bit. But to get by that, I just have to keep moving on.
Yeah, because you worry about that. We both deliver babies, and why? I mean, but your family and friends are gonna be the last to support in your business. Mm-hmm. Your family and friends are gonna be the last ones. They don't want to see you win. Katrina gave you an example. Like, they don't want to see you win. How many of our family and friends be like, girl, I can't wait till you make the first $1 million. Girl, let's go. What I got to do? Can I support you tonight? They ain't not running to do that. They're like, girl, what you doing now? You crazy. It's a cult. You going to jail. Why you want to do makeup? Why you got big hair? Why are you even taking those classes? Girl, you wasting your money. You wasting your time, right? And as you're developing, right, you're developing yourself to be great. You got to be grateful. Grateful for an opportunity to see people where they are, right? Grateful for that, right? It's all about gratitude. And so you will never rise to your potential until you get rid of people in your life. And so that's the hardest thing. How many people got some people we need to get rid of? And we just don't know what to say. We don't know how to say no. We don't know if they're going to beat us up. I mean, we just really got people in that space that's not conducive to our success. And we try to get around them. We be coming home like we say this and we wear blue. I mean, they seem happy when we wear yellow. And we come up with all these excuses, right? Because what? Our no's aren't really no's, and our yeses aren't really yeses. And that becomes from it's lacking of confidence. If somebody says, listen, and I'm going to have you all do this as an exercise, and I won't tell you your homework until it's sent out to you, but you will have to do that this week. But if someone says, listen, can you take this or pick my daughter up? If it's no, guess what? It's no. And you got to practice that. So when they say no, don't go run in the hallway. Wait a minute, no, I mean yes. I mean, I'm taking this class and I have to do it. It's no. No, I can't do it today. Now, don't be like nasty, but it's no. And if you can do it, it's yes. But you gotta when people ask you to do something and it's no, it's no. Somebody say, I can't say no. Kelly, we're gonna practice saying no. Say no. If somebody asks you, can you borrow $5,000, you gonna say yes? You might. Oh God, you need to stay on after this call. But you all gotta know that you gotta make your no's. Like that's part of confidence. How many people are afraid to say no? Who said that when they're in? So Kelly, El Boogie, Jillian, Zori, y'all are afraid to say no. Okay. So we have an exercise for all of you all, but it'll be easier for some of you all and very hard for them. So you gotta say no because people are gonna be dragging around. Let me say this. Other people's opinions, right? When you develop confidence, you will stop letting people run over you, taking advantage of you. Like you're gonna stop it, and it feels so good to own your own time, to own your own opinion. Like when you develop a higher level of confidence. Like there's no reason, and I used to be the same way. I would say no, but I was like, dang, now I feel so bad, feel bad the whole night because I said no. The whole night because I said no. And now I say it very easy, like no. And if Andrea could tell you, like she knows, and I wanted her to share something with you, but I'm not sure she can tonight. But it's just my posture, and I never change it. And we were just talking about it. I do individual coaching with her, and we were talking about, she said, Carla, you just don't. But guess what? You don't have to, right? Very respectful. This is what it is. Either you're in or you're not. And that's it. And she said, I'm just going to tell you what was different with you. And that's it. You guys got to get to that. We're going to practice that. But you got to just say, this is what I have. You may not be my client for this, but I'm not going to change, right? Not that I won't take constructive criticism, but this is what it is. My answer is either yes or my answer is no. And the more you get to a place where you don't care what people think, when I tell you that you can do some great things, you're going to talk to people that you never imagined. You're going to go after things that you could never, that you never thought possible. You're going to begin to live a life that you never thought you could live. A life without limits. A life without other people's opinions, right? A life without being fearful. Because you are going to increase your self-esteem. You're going to rid some of the fears. So let me just talk about fear because I don't want you all to think that this is, you're going to have some times where you are at high confidence level and low. Like some things are going to happen and your confidence level is going to change, but you're not going to stay there. Right? I talk about your default setting. Your default setting is not going to be on low confidence. It's always going to be on a higher level of confidence. So whether you go down and Kelly lends the money or whatever, your default setting won't keep you there. So we're going to practice amongst each other, right? To develop our confidence tomorrow. So y'all get ready because we're going to be practicing, different strategies on these 7 days. So this is great. It's a safe place. We'll tell you if you sound convincing or not. And no pressure, okay? And so for most women, the issue of confidence is something that is rarely confronted. How many people have talked to you about your confidence level? Any of your friends? Has anybody come up to you and say, girl, your confidence is low? So yes, so raise your hand. Michelle, Celestine, Kelly. And what do you say, El Boogie? Katrina, you raise your hand? Pam.
You said that they said our confidence is low?
Yeah, so have your friends say, girl, your confidence is low.
Oh, no.
No. Like you got low, like why is your confidence so low? And what was your answer if somebody said that to you? What was your answer? If somebody said your confidence is low, what was your answer to them? Like, girl, Charlie, your confidence is low. What do you say? Okay, El Boogie, you wanted to, who?
Well, I was kind of mean with it. I just was like, well, mind your business.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good answer. Okay, perfect. All right, who else? How did you answer that? Why is your confidence so low?
I just didn't argue with them. I would laugh it off, to be honest.
And then you be thinking to yourself, right, they didn't read me all wrong. Right, who else? Who said your confidence is low? What did you say?
I just said I'm working on it.
Oh, Michelle, you're just soft. We're gonna tell you low. You're working on it, right? And you say, listen, you don't have no confidence. You got to be able to give it back to them. Like who said you were the master of confidence? Like it's tone, right? So when you all are talking from this day forward, when we talk about exercise and we do things, raise your level, your tone. Now don't scream and get all just indignant, but your tone dictates a lot, right? Confidence people like to study them, look at them, they have a different tonality. It's not really tense, and it's not like, oh, okay, no, I can't take them to the doctor. No, you're like, no, I'm not. I'm afraid I can't take them to the doctor. Right?
Hey, Carla.
Yes.
If somebody were to, say that to me, I probably, knowing me, I would probably say something like, oh, really? Why would you say that? Like, I would ask them, like, what made them think that, or what did I do?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't want to know why.
Right. Yeah, because that's acceptance. Do we want to feel accepted? Who wants to feel accepted, right? We want to feel accepted in our social groups. We want to feel accepted, right? And all, that's just how life, social media has us. So, and we got to get past that. Because, you looking at people, that stuff ain't real. That's like if you look at porn. I was going to say, who looks at porn? I don't even know why I said that as an example. I use the craziest examples. I don't know. I want y'all to tell me who looks at, especially my DDS sisters. I can't even imagine. We're not even going to talk about porn. So let's skip that. But anyway, just think about it. If you watch porn, do you think that's real? Because, people hanging from chandeliers. They hanging. Just actually, I've seen some infomercials. And the stuff you can't do all that at the same time. Some stuff just ain't real. Like you can't possibly point your toe at a 3rd-degree angle, have this one behind you, that one in front of you, and you swing it from the chandelier with your pumps on that you came down the pole on. Like it ain't even possible. And we go out to try to create this lifestyle. That was a bad example. But we go out to try to create this lifestyle, and we hitting ourselves over the head, and it's not possible. So in order to eliminate that, it's you versus you. So what are you going to do to make sure that you win? Right? We have people that want to want to take their stroll the road, right? But something is holding them back, and we got to talk about that, right? There's image. How many people don't feel as confident as they would like about their image, the way they look? El Boogie, Roxanne, right? Lolita, Zori. Zori, you don't feel confident about that? Okay, so, okay, perfect. All right, who else? Celestine. Okay, yeah. And that's one of the number one reasons that you lack confidence. Because think about when you got your hair done, your lashes was popping, how you walked in. Your skirt was fitting, right? Think about how you felt. You probably felt good, didn't you? You feel different when you look good and when you just think it's a bad hair day. When you think that you gained weight. Like I wanted to wear these sequins pants when I went to this event. And I was trying my best to figure out how I was going to squeeze in them. And I was thinking if I wear a long jacket and I sit down, I was thinking I'll probably be seated for about 3 minutes and they will bust all open. And I was like, no, it can't happen. I realized that, okay, I can't wear these. So I have to think of something else to wear. But you go through stages where it's just not your best day. You don't have your best hair day. Your makeup isn't popping. All the guys are not, trying to holler at you, right? And so that lowers our self-esteem. We feel different about ourselves. And so a lot of women don't confront confidence, but it plays a major role in the level of success that we achieve. That's the bottom line. We got to get it, whether we want to get it or not, because confidence is going to play a major role in the level of success that we achieve in every area of our lives, relational. Think about you, I don't know where I come up with this stuff from, but think about you and your husband, intimate. And you're like, well, I don't know, like that ain't right. Like you ain't even doing it right. You gotta get to a place where no, you ain't doing it right. Like you wrong, right? You ain't, like who told you was right? Right? Like that ain't good, You're just on the average scale. Like you start over, you reset, right? You gotta get there. Like no, your stomach is in the way. Then you gonna work out. You gotta bring it back, right? Who said that you had it? Because people throw it at us and we don't handle it, right? I don't know why. So it plays a major role, right? You got to get it, and you got to practice it, and you got to keep practicing it, and you got to talk to your girlfriends, and you got to practice in the mirror before you do a presentation, or before you talk to a person about closing a deal. How many people know that a confident person is going to get the deal before you, whether they qualify or not? Every time. I've seen successful people that I thought was like so urban. So I'm thinking like, how could they do it? But they got about 900,000 followers, 7, 8 figures. See, that doesn't matter. They didn't care. We trying to be prim and proper to get it all right, cross every T, dot every I, all those things, and it doesn't take all that. It just takes us raising our level of confidence and not worrying about what everybody else thinks. So what, you may not think I'll be able to get 6 figures, but just watch me. Remember, a confident person, it allows us to now take a risk. So that may not have worked, but watch this. Yeah, I joined 2 companies, and what was your next question? Right? When was, who else do you know that in your circle that was a millionaire, their first decision that they made, the first time they decided to do something? Right? Don't let people, lower your dial. And that's because of how we feel. So this is going to be an exciting week because we're going to be doing some things. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why, it's going to be about 5 reasons why confidence is the most attractive quality that a person can possess. Confidence is the most attractive quality that a person can possess. Many people fear that because they're emotional, that they lack confidence. How many people want to hold their emotions back sometimes because you're thinking I'm weak? If they see me cry, they're going to think I'm not the best leader. But that's just when you're emotional, that means you're just real passionate. And you're so excited to watch people win. You're so excited to be, on the upward spiral. That's all that means. And so you got to give yourself a shot. And so from this night on, you're going to have to give yourself permission to fail. We're going to have exercises that you all have to do this live right here. Just boom, this is you're up. And whether you sound crazy, or I know some of y'all ain't coming back, but whether you sound crazy or not, right, you got to do it. It's part of the process, but the promise is so amazing. I promise you. It's so light. You're going to feel so good. You're going to walk into a room and they be like, okay, that Gio boss, I don't know what she did, but something is different about her. Something is different about her. Something has changed. Did she lose weight and you still the same size? Your size still rough. And this somebody, is it weight that she lost? I mean, what did she do? Did she get a new man? Like, what happened? Because you're going to show up differently. And I want you all to, after these 7 days, I want you to show up differently. And then I want you to show up differently. And then I want you to continue to practice so that you can continue to show up differently until you get it, until you feel comfortable to get up every day, to go after your goals that you set for yourself, not worrying about anybody else. If you don't like the way that you look, then change it. If you cut your hair, it grows back, right? If you just get a weave, if it itch, take it out. If you got a wig, and just make sure you don't put no black hair net underneath, especially if you light skin, because it's going to be a mess, right? And it's going to be showing, and it don't even, if you want a push-up bra and your stuff pushes out, just take that off because that ain't right? It's the wrong size or something. It's an epic fail. Like, just redo it, right? If you get a hairstyle you don't like, just change it, right? If you approach someone about your business and it didn't go right, so what? Start over again. If you did somebody's makeup and it wasn't really perfect, right? Say, listen, this time I ain't gonna charge you, girl. Because you think to yourself, I ain't no way in the world when she goes to this mirror, I can charge her. But she doesn't know. Just reset. If you try everything else and nothing worked, like we're going into 2018, you gotta make it count. You gotta make it count by practicing principles, even if it's spirituality, even if it's finances, to get a hold of that. You gotta have a level of confidence to do that, because you can't keep saying yes when you don't really have it. You gotta be able to say, no, I can't go. I gotta study. I gotta take this class. I gotta practice. See, it all starts with confidence. If you want anything in your life to change, then it's up to you. It's not me, it's up to you to be intentional about really what you want. If you look around your space and it's not exactly what you want, then shift it, just change it. What are you waiting on? If you want to make 6 figures, if you want to make 7 figures, talk to people that's made 6 and 7 figures. Think about what you want to do. And put yourself in a place or the environment to do it. Because confidence shines in relationships, it shines in yourself. Like some of y'all were timid. By the end of the 7 days, you're going to be talking, especially when 2 of our other people get on, because they will make sure that you do. And so I have somebody raising their hand. Oh, I think you're just raising your hand. Okay. All right, so I want you all to think about, what will it take for you to really put you in a place where you really don't care. Like Nadasi said, sometimes I have this I don't give a attitude. And she went all in, like, you gotta get it. You don't have to say it like that, especially if you're a DDS, but you gotta have an attitude that, you have to first have some level of gratitude that you're saying right now in this moment, this is where I am. And I remember watching Kelly and Elle Boogie and just them changing, like it happens right before your eyes and you don't even know it. The things that you begin to manifest, and you begin to say those things, it really matters. Like I've seen you all do some amazing things. So get yourself from behind the background. We use that as an excuse. Like I'm just a background person. That's because you're afraid to step to the front. You don't necessarily like to be the background. No, I'm a background. See, my personality type is in the background because that's where you're most comfortable. So it's now when you go in the front and say, no, I'm a makeup artist. Right, Lindsay, I'm a photographer. Listen, I'm having a holiday special. I would love to feature you on my website. I would love to coach you. I would love to get your opinion on my business opportunity. I would love for you to work out with me. I'm trying to lose 25, 30 pounds. I would love for you to be in my plus size, fashion show. Just get creative and give yourself permission. You got to give yourself permission. So I'll take a couple questions and then I'll let you all go. Any questions from tonight's lesson? Everybody got the homework assignment? So what I want you all to do is print it. So like you're going to have like a little binder when it's all over. And you can go to Staples and I'll show you tomorrow where you can bind it. Like, with the little black binder and so that you can use it as a reference because you're going to have exercises. And you're going to be able to go back and see and check and balance with where you are as you begin to progress. So make sure you print the cover from the second page to the third page and every day that you get pages. And then when I send the notes, I'll send every recap with the notes that I have from tonight. Everything will be sent to you. And so make sure that you print those. I think Michelle, are you all raising your hands? Because I can't see it. Can you all tell me what y'all saying?
Yes, I raised my hand.
Okay, Kira.
Just real quick, when you talk about confidence, I know for myself sometimes I have a lot of false confidence. Like I can walk into a room sometime and be comfortable because of my appearance, but when other things, I'm not confident in. I might not let someone see that I'm not confident in it, but I know that it's an area that I lack confidence, and I might not do something because of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's how we all start, right? You got to practice, right? And so here, I did the same thing. Like that's how it is, and we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. That's one of our topics tomorrow. But how many of y'all act like when you walk in, you be like, I'm cute, and you think, can I get to my seat? Can I just get to my seat? And you are like, Kiera said, you like, can I just sit down? They're like, hey, but you walking in like you own it, and it's just only for a second because it's not even real. You like, can I sit down? Was my butt shaking too much? I mean, sometimes we practice our walk. And we be just shaking, knees shaking, moving, dressed too tight. And we know we busting loose. And if we don't get to a seat fast, it could be a disaster. But it is okay to fake it until you make it. But Kira, that these are my areas of my weakness. Like you're not pretending to yourself that you're really confident. Now that's when you have a problem. Like so be that until you are. So keep walking in and I know you. And she dresses and she's really pretty. And so people are like, oh yeah, she's pretty. Because I remember meeting her the first time. I said, oh yeah, she's sharp. And inside. But start from the outside and let it work inside. Right? It's okay to do it. Now don't go in no confidence and just arrogant, just an a-hole for no reason. And you just playing yourself. But no, it's okay. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. That's on tomorrow's lesson. It is okay to be that way. So we're going to pretend tomorrow. Now we got it going on. Who's ready for that? And I want y'all all to show up tomorrow. We're going to have some other girls on tomorrow. But it is important for you all, like Kira said, that's something because that's what they say to do. You got to pretend. My favorite quote is, make believe you're brave. The trick will take you far. You may become as brave as you make believe you are. And sometimes we got to make believe. When we were a child, right, we thought we were a doctor, right? Some days we thought we were a mommy, right? We thought we had a family. And no one could tell us that our little house wasn't real, right? So that's what you got to do. You got to pretend to be, right? It's easy. Well, it's not easy, but just practice. And we're going to have some practice over the 7 days. So get ready for that. Any other questions for tonight? Thanks, Kiera. That was a great question. I've been calling you Kiera ever since I've known you. She said, listen, you ain't got it yet. All right, any other questions? Who feels a little better? Roxanne, you have a question? Okay.
I do. How do you feel like when I'm doing certain things, people are like, you're so confident. Oh my God, you command the room when you come in, but you don't see what they see.
Right, yeah, because you don't see what they see. And that's part of your belief. Right, so you got to be able to accept it. Right, and you know why people say that you tell me why you think that they say that you're confident in some areas. Why? Anybody can answer this. Why do you feel most confident sometimes? And sometimes more than others. Why is it sometimes you feel good? Why is that?
It's what I believe.
What you believe, yeah. And what else? Sometimes you're more real confident, and it's a reason that you are.
Because you know the information, or you know what it is. You're in like a comfortable
zone. Yeah. So when you know about dance, when you know about blogging, when you know about your business, nobody can tell you, no, it is $4.99 to start. No, it's not. No, it's $4.99. So when you are at a place of preparation, and that is what's going to get you all on a level to start. Because when you know what you're talking about, you're at Roxanne, you're at your office, and you know it, anything that you're good with, right? You're going to be confident. But when we're going out to generate 6 and 7 figures, we have no idea. We don't know why we want to be like Susie. We don't know why we want our hair cut like her. We don't know why we want to wear these pants that don't, they don't complement our shape. We just see somebody else doing it. So we have no idea why. So when we get to a place that we're just in an unfamiliar space, we just know we want to be successful. But we don't know what it's going to take to get there. We have no guidelines. We haven't mapped it out. We just follow people on social media. We just know that other people have done it, and it's just not happening to us, so it must be something wrong with us. But we don't want to go through the process. We just want all of the promise. We don't want to go through the process of how Kelly say she just wake up and have $43,000 to go from the truck. It just didn't happen that way. There is a process that you go through. People didn't just wake up earning 6 and 7 figures. People didn't just have a team, an organization of thousands of people. People just don't earn $250,000 without going through a process, developing their confidence, reading personal growth and self-development, getting a coach, getting on sessions like this. They didn't do it without it. You can't do it. It's not possible. But we're looking to get to the end, and we're not willing to go through the process. And that's what you all are going to do over the 7 days. And it's going to take more work after 7 days. But you owe you, right, to be your best. And so get ready for our exercise tomorrow. Get some water, loosen up. Make sure tomorrow you have your water, your glass. L Boogie, hold your glass up. Did you drink it all? So tomorrow everybody have a glass right there. Look, so everybody have a glass. You have water in there. Put some fruit at the bottom. Get your glasses ready. Tomorrow have that and get ready. Your glass, it can be plastic or it can be glass. So let's make sure we have a glass tomorrow. We can make it cute. We can have water in there, some fruits in there. We have some orange juice in there, however. So we're going to practice our confidence on tomorrow. Are you all ready? So make sure I'll send out an email with your recap, but make sure that we have our glass tomorrow. So we're going to raise it up, our glass. Hold it up with our 2 little fingers. Somebody say something?
Yes, it sounds good.
Okay, Kiera probably ready for that part, huh? Kiera said, I can just get this thing on the roll. So I appreciate you all. Any other questions? Because I kept you all a little over 13 minutes. It's not bad. Any other questions? Y'all excited? How y'all feel? Y'all want to quit? No refunds. It's done. Sorry, cash. So if I were you, I'd get on for the next 7 days. I mean, it's just really no refunds. Like, so what are we going to do? Are we going to do it or are we going to not do it, right? So we might as well do it. We're here. Have your glasses ready tomorrow. And let's go all in. All right. Hey, cuties. All righty. Any questions for me? If not, I'll talk to you all soon, and the recap will be out tomorrow. All right, you have an amazing night, y'all.